why we're here on this issue because of the June 5th letter, if you have some explanation on that. And number two, I reviewed quickly your submission that you sent to the community boards.
Correct.
And your amended public interest statement, and you go into detail on the security with respect to intoxicated persons, service of intoxicated persons, the training of individuals. With regard to that, and specifically with regard to the sale after the events, are there any plans or any consideration being given to the individuals who are being served at these times to assist them in leaving the premises, in getting into public transportation, or does your experience show that individuals who frequent these places leave by different methods of transportation?
So our client, probably best to answer that, Mr. Sparks.
Mr. Sparks?
Yes, John Sparks. John Sparks, General Manager of the Barclays Center. Our stance on patrons and how we treat those patrons.
Speak into the microphone, please.
How we treat the patrons is we will evaluate a patron as they go out of the building and as they come into the building as well. If an intoxicated person comes into the building.
Sir, the testimony is to the State Liquor Authority, not to the individual in this room.
So we will look at people coming into the building and exiting the building, and we will evaluate their condition. If a person is intoxicated coming into the building, we will ensure that they have a safe means home from a standpoint of do they have a responsible person in their party. And if they do have a responsible person in their party, we will not allow entrance into the facility, and we will ensure that they get home. We also have a proactive approach to a designated driver program, and we have incentives for the person that is the designated driver to ensure that they
I'm going to stop you there. That's all detailed in Ms. Kwan's submission, correct, Ms. Kwan? Is there anything in addition to that?
On the way out?
Yes, I'm specifically interested in these individuals coming onto the streets and being rowdy and making noise.
Yes, our external security plan includes a mixture of security guards as well as off-duty police officers that will be strategically located surrounding the building to ensure that if there is someone that is exhibiting public intoxication that is inappropriate, that they would take that into view.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And Ms. Kwan, the second part is the issue comes up with the June 5th letter as to why this additional service wasn't discussed with the community boards.
Ms. Cotton will answer your question.
Ms. Cotton. Again, I'm reminding everybody who was previously sworn that this
This is Ashley Cotton of Forest City Ratner. We apologize for any miscommunications or lack of clarity regarding any of these things. And I guess since I'm up here, if you don't mind, I know Barbara said that our letter would speak on its own, but is it worth clarifying for the crowd before they all speak some of the stuff that's in the letter, or is that...
If you want to paraphrase it, but
yeah, I would never read it.
The purpose of this hearing is to gather information for the State Liquor Authority.
Absolutely.
Okay? And the information that Ms. Kwan put together is...
You have it.
Completely detailed, and the authority is going to read it. If you wish, if you could be brief, and if you want to turn around and face them and explain, I know there's serious concern. These people came out here during the middle of the week, on a hot day, at night. They're concerned, and they have problems, and it might not be such a bad idea.
I appreciate that, because these are our neighbors, so we know them all very well. And
try to speak into the microphone, though.
I'll try to do both.
Unless they can hear you.
So we want to clarify exactly who gets late night service, because we know there's a lot of miscommunication out there, and Community Boards 2 and 6 have been excellent in terms of pushing on behalf of their constituency, asking for more information to make sure the exact facts are out there. And so to clarify, there are 3 locations within the building where there will be post-event service, and remember that is defined for timed sports events, NBA being the most relevant here, obviously, but there are others. And then it's also for concerts that are not obviously they don't have quarters or halves or anything like that. So there are 3 locations. One is what's called the 40/40 Club. That is the restaurant in the building. The second is the Vault Suite area, which is 12 individual vault suites and open space out in front of it. And the third is what we call the Courtside Club. And the total capacity is 1,800 people. And I know there have been a lot of numbers out there, and so we apologize for any miscommunication. And again, we thank the 2 community boards for, pushing us to make this very, very clear.
Ms. Cotton, I'm going to interrupt you a second. I'm interested in why it was talked that this wasn't adequately explained at the community board meeting
And
until
so
June 5th letter.
I do want to state, for the sake of honesty, I was not in the room. I was in an airplane, not that anyone cares, but so I'm speaking third hand, and I've seen videos, obviously, of what was put up. So we answered every question we were asked, I would say, and so if there was any lack, it was a big event, lots of people, I don't know how else to say it. When they think there's a conspiracy, it's usually stupidity behind it, and we just handled this poorly. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. With that, we will start with